All right, hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? How's it going there, Jay? Good to see you. All right, do a little bit of some building here. Did some career yesterday with the helicopter. Want to fix some things. They announced the new game yesterday. I was sick pretty much all day, so didn't get to watch the live stream. Watch the trailer. That's about it. This needs to be. That's working fine. I don't know why the other way is not working. Okay, because I think it's the wrong one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so this one is backwards. So that is heading right there. That's heading. Six, 5. Alright, so that just needs to be changed, inverted like that. Stackable nodes is definitely one of my favorite updates recently. It just makes everything so much more compact. Alright, that fixes that issue. Let's see how annoying this gets if I switch this to count hundreds, or count tens rather. Because right now I have this counting hundreds for the altimeter. All right, so that's now counting correctly. All right, good, and then. Okay, that's fine. It's a little slow once you get up in the flight levels, so I don't know. Might be able to come up with a way to do that later, but we'll keep it to tens right now. What's that? That's the other autopilot. I can go. I don't need that anymore. All right. All right, let's see. How's it going, Rasmus? What's happening? All right. Could work on the bearing panel. Let's do that. I gotta redo the bearing panel. I'd like to make it autopilot bearing panel all one thing. That would be helpful. But let's go look at the bearing panel. So the bearing panel is, it was done with just my Pony. This is done with Lennon and Pony. So I was thinking of doing the changing up. So kind of the bearing panel go through pages here. I want to update this and make this my multifunction. So at least kick together let's kick together at least the first page of the bearing panel. All right, so let's save this. Be nice if it was more March weather. It's snowing again. So. I think one of these is bearing. Yeah, it's this here, and this here, huh? Yeah, I kind of want to redo the bearing panel. I don't know how far I want to get into Lua though right now either. We'll work together, at least the visuals of it. All right, let's see. Okay. Trying to think if I want to put line select keys on this. All right, I don't feel like doing Lua at the moment. Let's not do that. Let's do some other shit. Let's look at the pigeon, see what I want to work on here. We need brakes. We need to get that working. I've got park brake on. So with one of the benefits of this autopilot panel was I used to have put in heading and altitude, and I don't have to do that anymore. So that's nice. That kills a lot of space because if before the autopilot panel, you know, it required one monitor block, 2 blocks for the keypad, and then 2 more blocks here. So. Part of me still wants to widen this, but I don't know. I kind of like it narrow here. Station keeping increased ground idle. Change gear ratio back. Drop tanks air pressure. Check right engine. Fuel valve number. I think I checked that and was fine. See where ground idle is at. So 20 divided by 3. Be 6 something. Let's make that 3. It'll increase the ground idle a little bit. I think what we need to work on this. Working pretty well. Trying to not be hasty and delete stuff I don't want to delete yet. This has the detach on it for the That's cool there. Let's see. Grand Indian, how are you? Glad you found them helpful. So I'm trying to decide where I want to put the brake panel. Go right there on the left is fine. I don't want to do symmetry. All right, so let's see. Missing something that I need. Yeah. I need to find that. Got something for my pad connection system, and I don't know where I put it. I don't think I brought it in yet. What is this all about? I don't know. Let's see. That's 31. That's good. Variable breaks out. That's going to be 4 for park break. Let's save this. I want to see what's up with here. I might have it on here. Hey, building a high-speed commuter train. That's cool, Rasmus. All right, here's the logic I need for this. That's the reset function on it. It's not what I'm looking for. It's got to be it, though. That's what I'm looking for. All right. All right, let's see. Okay, so I think the lock logic is on the other one, but it should be only the left two, or I don't know why this is. It doesn't have both of them. It's interesting. It should be only allowing the left two to connect. How's it going there, Alistair? Hiya. Good to see you. Huh. Trying to figure this out, why I did it this way. Because the way this is supposed to work is when you connect to the pad, only the left two connectors should be energized. That way that it always aligns properly, so only the left side will attach to the left side. Then once the left attaches, it then allows you to attach the right side, so you can't accidentally grab the wrong one. So I don't know why this isn't doing that. No, we'll figure it out. We'll see if it connects properly, but. I watched a video there this morning, Alistair, on the new game. Haven't had a chance to watch the live stream yet. I was sick all day yesterday, so that was no fun. That's good. So we got that going. All right, let's see. 4 is going to be park break. And then I have space for it, so I'm going to add park break node. Again, I love the stacking. It's awesome. I shouldn't even need this. Yeah, I might not even need that panel. We'll play with that in a second. All right. Alright, so it's not doing the perfect there. It does have to feed back in. Okay. What the hell? See what the deal is with this. Because it didn't get connected right. That's why. How the hell did this get misconnected? Oh, that's great. I hooked that into the wrong stuff, so now it's going to be all boned up. I got to fix something else. Alright. That sucks. Alright. That's got to go back. That's dimmer light switch. I got to find that. Yeah, I didn't get to see really any of the video for the new game yesterday. Just watched the trailer. It looks interesting. I like the build system. Not a huge fan of zombies, but whatever. I think there's good room for expansion there. I think some of the people poo-pooing some of the early like themes. Again, like if this game was just search and rescue, I think it'd get really boring really fast. And you know, some of the people poo-pooing zombies, it's like you gotta think of it as it's a platform to build more stuff. So you know, we can see when it gets more completed. You know, it's gonna actually be like. I think the helipad on my ships automatically accounts for making sure only one attaches. I don't know why it doesn't do it on this side though either. Alright. That's definitely park and brake on. You can feel it lock up. Alright. Let's go see if we can let's go get Tethy spawned and we'll go test out the helipad. You know, like I don't really care about zombies, but it's you know, it's like you could not care about rescue in this game and never have to touch the rescue elements if you didn't want to, you know? You could do all industrial gameplay if you wanted. So, you know, I think it's like anything. It's you know, you open it up where it can have DLCs to add content. You open up where you can have free updates as well, and so, you know, that's what they did with this. Wouldn't surprise me if they did with that. You know, it'd surprise me if they didn't. Should have hooked the camera up for this. I'm testing anyways. The camera would have been helpful, but. Okay. I'm surprised that is not close enough to hit it. How's that not hitting it? It's got to be close enough. Unless the button's hooked up backwards and it's shutting itself off. I don't know. It should be reaching. I raised it up off the ground a little bit, but there we go. Okay. It grabbed. Fits pretty well on Tethy's. It's not too bad, actually. I do like the rotating seat now. That was something that I think was a good addition. I love it that every time I get a Razer mouse, eventually the scroll wheel fucking dies on me. It's annoying. This thing's gonna get diesels at some point. I really don't want this to be Steam anymore. Alright, see if the detach will work. It does, alright, so the detach works fine. Oh, I'm gonna crash here in 2 seconds if I'm not careful. I didn't put it on, there we go. I didn't put it on flight idle, so it's on ground idle. I'm gonna go quickly put the camera on, so hopefully I can try landing this with the camera. This flies very intuitively, I like that. Alright, let's get that fixed. Alright, what was I doing here? Camera. Alright, let's do... Sure, that's electrified. Should be. Yep, that is okay. The radio function I have on my nav panel here allows me to be able to put in the frequency of the ship, and then that will actually send me to the pad, so I can use that as a I can use that to actually track directly to the ship, which is kind of cool. That smoke is really not helpful. There we go. All right, that's not too bad a grab. You can see it has the rotors tilted forward a little bit with the speed we're going. Yeah, smoke's really not being helpful. This is gonna get converted to diesel. Maybe I'll start working on that, I don't know. So I'd like to convert Tethys to a diesel and do azopods. the garage here. I really wish we'd be able to still, you know, the only negative that I really think with the pressurization update was that we used to be able to do doors without the hinge, and now we can't do that anymore, and that's annoying. Because I used to be able to do different types of doors and have them seal. Some people say they can get them to seal. I don't know what the deal is. I can't get them to seal, so. All right, so that works. All right, good, good, good. Trying to think what I want to do right now. Let us see what I want to do. I might switch over and play career. I don't know. We'll see. This is up and running to the point where it will work for career too. I think if there's anything needed doing right away on this. I need to redo all the panels. That's going to take time. That's going to be me sitting by myself just doing Lua. Made a little progress. Let's save this. I didn't mean to get in the seat. Let's see. I have no idea how I want to paint this. I've worked in the firefighting a little bit with this. Got a lot of Lua work to be done. Every time sometimes I'll boot up the workbench like I just did, and I'm like, oh, I want to play career instead. See, Teddy's nav screen. So the firefighting is, I'll show you the firefighting. I've got them, I hooked them up already. They work well. They are essentially real simple. You got drop tanks. And then it's look controlled. And essentially there'll be multiple drop tanks. And you just look and fight fires like this, and so you'd put on either some or all the drop tanks would be the firefighting ones, and that will be for doing firefighting, so that's not bad. Let's see. I think if there's something I want to work on. Let me look at my lists. I put some lists down here. Let me see. Okay, I did make myself a list for the workshop. Let's see. But let me see. I think I'm gonna let's kill this stream, and I'm gonna boot up a career build series, and we'll go from there. Yeah, because I'm kind of like, I don't know what I want to work on right now, so let's go do that. That'll give me some inspiration of what I want to work on at some point. Yeah, and then we can play with the pigeon a bunch and actually do some missions, which will help inform what I need. So I think that's the thing to do. So let's go ahead and we'll wrap up this workbench stream, or workshop rather, stream, and I'll go do a career build series so that we can see. I got some messages here. Did somebody get hacked? Stand by, I gotta fix something. Looks like Sergeant had got hacked or something. All right. All right, yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll finish up the workshop here, and we'll go ahead and do some career. That'll give me just a little bit more inspiration. I'm still not feeling great, so play that for a little bit. That will kind of lead what we're doing. We'll make some progress in that. So thank you guys for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the career build series.